Rob, can you hear me?
I hear you now.
Hey, um, just wanted to ask you, what was it like being the lone representative for HBCUs tonight, man? And wasn't long lived, but you got your moment in the sun out there.
It was phenomenal. Just to be a part of it. I'm thankful that they chose me to be a part of this. But like I said, it's just a overall great experience to be able to put all HBCUs on the map. I'm the lone ranger when it comes to their support system. In the NBA. So, for me, it's big. It's a huge statement for me. All HBCUs and for those up and coming that, it gives them hope to understand that they can do anything and, this could be them one day. So, I'm just glad that I was able to, change people's mindset a little bit and, give them a little bit more hope and a little bit more of enthusiasm and that drive. Because, if they see me doing this, it can help push them. And, that's what my whole purpose is to inspire and motivate everyone.
Thank you.
Next questions coming from Austin Krell.
Hey, Robert. So just from a different perspective, you're 30 years old and you've participated in an AllStar event now. How do you view that through the lens of your entire career and your experience in the G League? Is this something that you look back on and you're like, it's a very proud moment for you?
Absolutely. Especially with the things that's going on in the world now. It's definitely a very proud moment, something that I can share with my future children and, my family, just for them to see me on that stage and that moment. Like you said, it's uplifting. And, there's so many people that look up to me, especially back home in Chicago and in Tennessee, where I live and everything. So, and my roots at TSU. So for them, it gives them a different type of hope. And, my biggest thing is about inspiring and, helping to change as many people, mindset and give them that hope and that praise, in any way, shape, or form. And, I think tonight was a prime example of, giving kids, especially ones that look up to me. And I didn't even know a lot of them, the hope and, aspirations to, really thrive to be something great because, me coming from an HBCU, I was counted out a lot of ways. Nobody ever thought I'd become a pro. Nobody thought that I would be in the NBA or anything like that. It was overseas aspirations, but no one ever pictured that I would make it, in the NBA. And even once I got my chance, it was still all the what ifs. So, just for me, it's about defying the odds, and that's what my whole message is and my whole motivation is. Defying the odds and overcoming all obstacles that face in front of me. So I'm just thankful that I can help change people's narrative and give everyone hope that it can be you one day. Just got to put the time and the energy into it, and if it's really you really passionate about it, like you do it. Nonetheless, and like I said, I'm just here to do as much as I can while I'm here. And that's my purpose, and I've realized that. So I'm really truly living in that, and I won't ever settle. I won't ever stop.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next question is coming from Valencia King.
Hey, appreciate you taking the time. You mentioned your family, your hometown. How much of that do you take on the court with you day in and day out?
Every day. They're my heart, they're my soul. Everything that I've gotten, has been because of their support. My friends, my family, everyone in my close circle. They've had major impact. So, they would have never been exposed to any things that they've been exposed to if, they didn't drive me, they didn't push me, or that little extra edge. So, for them is just sharing the moments with them, and I want to do that as much as possible. So that's what I live for every day. And like I said, I wear them on my shoulders, I wear them on my heart, or on my sleeves every day because, without them, I never would have made it to this point. And I'm truly thankful for all of them, and everyone knows that. I make sure that I show that, and I show that love and appreciation. And I let everyone know because, like I said, without them, I wouldn't be in this moment. And I hold my family very dear to me. It's something that my mom, my dad, my brothers, you know, my sisters. You know, I have extended family, people that I call brothers and sisters that, you know, are not blood, but you know, that doesn't mean anything. They've been there. They've been a part of this journey, and you know, they all been impactful for every single phase of it. You know, whether it's been good or bad, and you know, they've been there during the best times. They've been there during the worst times, but they always remain the same, and that's what I love about, you know, everybody that I've had. And you know, they not only does that push me, you know, with them pushing me, it actually makes me work hard, and in tune, you know, pushes them as well, because you know, just like they challenge me, I challenge them.
Mhm. Thanks. And one more quick one, if I may. You're representing Tennessee State, obviously, but when you talk about that college experience, there's a lot of students that may be trying to find that inner circle that you're talking about with your family and support system. What advice would you give to them about finding people that are truly for them?
Find people that, you know, are really genuine. A lot of people may say, you know, this and, you know, show this, but it's all about actions. And, you know, I can honestly say that everyone that's in my circle, they haven't made me question them. And, you know, they've been support system before any of this happened. You know, I have lifelong friends. You know, I've had people that came in my life once I got to college, and you know, have meant more to me than, you know, people that I kind of grew up with in a sense, because those moments, you know, now I'm really starting to find who I really am. And you know, the memories that I remember the most are the ones that, you know, me growing into the individual that I am today, you know, over the course of the last 15 or so years. You know, I've done a lot of changes has taken place in my life. And you know, for those that have been there through that journey, you know, good and bad, like, actions reveal everything. And you know, I haven't had to question the people's actions that are in my life now. You know, I'm thankful for that. You know, I've come to realization that people here now, like, they really have my back, and they've been there since day one, and I've never had to question that. And you know, I want everyone to understand that it's going to be hard for you to come in that realization in some terms, because everybody's not meant to, you know, come along the journey. You know, some people will get left behind, but don't feel like don't feel like it's a bad thing, because the more you evolve, the ones that's not supposed to be there are going to be there, because you're really going to start to see who really is there for you, and those are the only people that you really want around you. You have to be able to differentiate those. You know, it's very hard. I'm not sitting here saying that I'm perfect, and it took time for me to realize that. But you know, now I haven't had to question anybody that, you know, is around me, because I don't think twice about anything. You know, I don't think twice about, you know, people's actions, or because they've been the same since day one, and that's what makes it genuine. So my biggest thing about, you know, sharing my knowledge is just finding out who's really genuine for you. And you know, those who are really support you, not just when you high, but those that support you there when you at your lowest. You know, when things aren't going well, when things are there aren't praised, because in those times, that's when you really find out who are your true friends are. And you know, it's a hard reality, but it's part of life. And you know, in those moments, once you know, life gets hard, that's when you really realize who's truly there for you. And I've gotten to that point, and I'm thankful for that. I'm starting to realize a lot about it.
Thanks.
Next question is coming from Christos Saltis.
Hello, Robert. I would like to ask you what it means for you to wear this shirt into this big stage of All-Star Game, to wear your high school shirt. What it means for you? What is the biggest message that you would like to share?
This
Yes.
Well, this college, my high school provides.
Yes.
So for me, you know, it's a major representation. Like I said, I'm a lone HBCU alumni in the NBA, and you know, this is a huge moment, not just for my alma mater, but for other HBCUs out there. You know, it gives people praise, it gives people hope. You know, this could be a lot of the kids one day. You know, it just takes time before you realize that, you know, anything that you face with, like, you can overcome. You know, how can I say, I've had a lot of trying times. I've had a lot of trying times as a player, you know, on and off the court. when it comes to this game of being in the NBA. But I never let my circumstances or anything, get the best of me. I have before, and that's when I really started to kind of question a lot of things. But when I got back to myself and I really started to really evolve, that's when things really started to change in life. And I started to see a bigger picture, and I started to figure out what it is that I really love and who I really love, and my family, and a lot of different things plays a part in that. So I really started to find out who the real Robert Covington was, because I started to tap into a lot of different areas that were kind of scary to me. I got to know me as an individual, like through and through, and I'm still learning. But for me, wearing this jersey on this stage, it's major, and I'm truly thankful. I hope everyone that's watching, they see that, this alone, like, I went through 4 years of evolving as a man, and made me the player that I am today, on and off the court. I've left a great representation of myself, in people's memories because of, everything I've done. And, I'm not done yet. So, for me to be on this stage and, represent my school, my alma mater, I'm thankful for it. My little brother is behind me. He's at Tennessee State now. So, once my time is up, he'll be up next, and, my other brother after that. So, it's a lot of different things that plays a part in it. So.
And the quick follow-up is your biggest skill to your help to your community, to your society.
What's my big? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. You said what's
your biggest skill, because tonight you participate in a skills challenge. Your biggest skill is to help your community.
Absolutely, that's one of my biggest skills is being a leader, and paving the way for those behind me, and the next generation coming forth. Man, I'm just excited to see who I've inspired today. I might not know personally, but I know that I was able to touch someone today, and spark something in them that allowed them to take that extra leap that they've been waiting on. So it's special. I'm thankful. Wherever that time may be, whoever it may be, I'm praying for you, and I just pray that everything works out the best for them, because like you said, it's time for a lot of new changes, and upcoming the next generation. Like, you're the ones that's gonna make them. And I want you guys to really never give up, and continue to thrive, because like I said, you're the next up, and once that time comes, I'll pass the torch to the next, and someone else will be the guy that represents. So.
Next question is coming from Gerardo Lopez.
Hey, Robert, congratulations on all the success on your NBA career, and all the best moving forward. I just was wondering, who are your favorites you got the 3-point contest ongoing right now, and dunk contest at halftime. Who are your picks?
Dunk contest, you already know who that is. That's a given. 3-point contest, I'll say, of course, everybody's seen the video today. Steph. I'll say Donovan Mitchell's up there. Jason Tatum. I say them be top. Mike Conley, you can't scratch out either. So, regardless of who wins, it's still gonna be a hell of a show. But it's hard to pick from that field. All them guys are great shooters, so it's hard to pick from that specific field. Anybody can get hot at the right time. It's just about them locking in. So I'm seeing the clock go off now. It's somebody up next, and I kind of you hear the excitement a little bit out there. But whoever wins, you know, it's another opportunity. So, you know, I'm just thankful to be in this moment and, you know, actually get to experience this again. You know, I've only got to experience this one other time as a participant in, you know, my second year. So it's a blessing. It's an opportunity that I'm thankful for.